As Pastor Robert Schuller said, tough times never last, but tough people do. This was always said to me by my father. My dad, James J.J. Jones, is my inspiration. He was born deaf to an all-hearing family, and he is the only person I can honestly say has done everything that he ever set his mind to. And growing up, he instilled this in me. My dad is my inspiration because of his deafness, his determination, and his dreams. My dad grew up deaf, but wasn't discovered to be deaf until he was 2 years old. This happened when a babysitter was watching him, dropped a pan in the kitchen, realized my dad never flinched, and that was how my dad was found out to be deaf. He grew up wearing hearing aids, as you can see in this picture, from body packs to small ones behind the ear, and to now having a cochlear implant. He learned how to lip read and went through extensive speech pathology. A lot of people now can't even tell that he's deaf because his speech is so remarkable. He and my mother, who is also deaf, amazingly raised my sister and I with no problem whatsoever. People always ask me, so how was it growing up with deaf parents? It was just like any other family. And never once did my dad let his deafness stop him. So through my dad's deafness, he taught me that abilities are never limited. Not only is my dad's deafness inspiring, but so is his determination. My dad grew up playing baseball. Ever since he was young, he always wanted to be the first deaf pitcher. And despite his discrimination, he played all the way through college and made it to the minor leagues. After that, he stopped for a while as he grew with other interests, but has since founded the Sertoma Fantasy Baseball Camp and for the deaf and hard of hearing. It originally started just as a baseball camp, but has since grown to incorporate all sports for the deaf and hard of hearing, to meet new people and to have a great time doing it. And he's also brought in a lot of deaf role models for these kids, such as Kenny Walker, who was a deaf football player, and Curtis Pride, a deaf baseball player. This is him in Sertoma. This is just this past year. He pretty much makes it into the newspaper every year. He also works for The Whole Person, which is a nonprofit organization that helps people with disabilities to lead independent lives. He is the deaf program manager. He helps all deaf people to get communication devices, whether it be TTYs or phones that are louder for them, and now with new technology, video phones. He is also a youth program manager and mentors deaf kids to teach them how to be independent, how to get into college, and just to do whatever they want to be able to do. He has inspired me to also be able to do anything that I want to do. My dad also founded Open Caption Movies. Open Caption Movies are when the words are placed directly on the screen so deaf people can go see any movie they like to. His original dream was just to have one movie every month that deaf people could go and see and enjoy, so they wouldn't have to wait 6 months to see movies on TV or on VHS. But my dad made open captions accessible for all deaf people. He made Kansas City the first state to show open captions on a daily basis. And he also provided for growing technology, and now they have rear window captionings where the words are placed on the back of the screen in reverse order, and you have a little device where you can read the words on the screen. And now there are Wi-Fi devices that make it able to see every movie you want to see and not just one movie a month. So through my dad's determination, he taught me that every accomplishment starts with the decision to try. Not only are my dad's deafness and determination inspiring, but so are his dreams. Not only was my dad an amazing baseball player, an advocate for the deaf people, my dad is also a mime. He began starting mime after he graduated college at National Technical Institute for the Deaf, and his dream was to become the first deaf mime in America. He now performs all over the United States. He has been to almost every single deaf school in the nation, and his dream was always to go overseas, and he finally did that this past September by going to Paris. He took me there with him, and since then, he's gone to London and has gone back to Paris, and now he's becoming a hit sensation in Europe. and that he finally achieved his dream. He's also achieved his dream of meeting his role models, Marcel Marceau and Red Skelton. He's gotten to shake their hands multiple times, get his picture with them, and they know him by name. And through my dad's dreams, I learned that if you can dream it, you can do it. Through my dad's deafness, determination, and dreams, he inspired me to do anything that I set my mind to. He reminds me every day that I can do anything. And like my dad has said many, many times, deaf people can do anything except hear.